Hello friends. So our today's question is ransom note. So what is basically given in this question is we are given two string ransom note and magazine. So we have to determine whether ransom note this string can be formed using all the characters of this string magazine. Okay, and if we are able to form a ransom note string from a magazine by using the character from the magazine, so we have to return true, and if we are not able to form a ransom note string from the magazine, then we have to return false. Okay, so what is given, each letter in the magazine. Okay, so each letter in a magazine, like in this we are having A and we are having B, so their frequency is 1 and B frequency is also 1, so these can be used only one time. Okay, so like magazine, so the same thing is given, each letter in the magazine can be used once in a ransom note. Okay, so like if we were having the scenario, like okay, we were having this scenario here, ransom note is AA and magazine is AB. Okay, so here we are having 2A. If we would have only AB, then we cannot form ransom note string from magazine. Okay, so like how many times we are given the frequency of each character in a magazine string, only that many time we can use it in ransom note. Okay, so basically we have to, okay, so what basically we can have, like okay, if we have to find the, we have to consider the ransom note string using magazine, what we should know, we should know that okay, if this A is there, whether it is present in this magazine. Okay, if it is present, then we have used it one time. Okay, now if we will check for second A, second occurrence of it, then we have to again check whether it is still present in magazine or not. If it is present, so whether we have used it or not. Okay, so already we have used it, so we cannot use it, so in this case we will return false. Okay, but in the second case we are having ransom note AA and magazine is AAB. Okay, so we know that we want to form ransom note, we want 2A, and the same is present in magazine, so yes, here we can say that we can form ransom note from magazine. Okay, so we will return true. Okay, so what basically we are doing, what stand to a point is that we should have the, like how many times the frequency of each character is there in a magazine. Like okay, we should know that A is present two time and B is present one time. So if we are having ransom note as AB, so yes, we can say that yes, the frequency which is required to form a ransom note from magazine is already with us. Okay, if we get AAB, then we can also say that yes, it can also be found. But we get, if we return A B B, then yes, we can say that okay, B is occurring two times in the ransom node, but we in the magazine we only have B one time, so we cannot form ransom node from magazine. Okay, so what we will do, we will use hash map here. Okay, so what hash map will do, hash map, in hash map what we will do, we will store the frequency of each character of magazine. Okay, so like in this case A we will store two times and B will store one time. Okay, so we have the frequency of each character of magazine string in our hash map. Okay, so what we will do now, then we will iterate to this ransom note string, and then we will, for each character which is found in this ransom note string, what we will do, we will decrease the frequency of that character. Okay, so like in this case, let's consider this case, we are having for the we have constructed the hash map for this magazine, so we will iterate it through. So first character that we got is A, so what we will do, we will decrease the frequency to 1. Okay, and then again we have found A, so we will decrease the frequency to 0. Okay, so until or unless character frequency is not equals to 0, like okay, in this case if it would have been, ransom note would have been AAA, so we have already used, so it is already 0. Now we have while iterating we encounter another A, but it is already 0. Okay, so we have used all the limit of the A which was present in magazine, so we cannot construct this array. Okay, so whenever if we found a particular character and its frequency in the hash map of the magazine string is 0, then we can say we cannot construct ransom node from magazine. Okay, so the same logic we will implement. Okay, so we will have vector of int, let's say count, we will have 26 character. Okay, because okay, so ransom node and magazine constructed of only lowercase English letter. Okay, so English lowercase a to z, so we have 26 characters, so we have the fixed size of the array that we need to construct. Okay, so we will initialize each with 0. What we will do, we will iterate for char character ch in MEG AZIN magazine. What we will do, we will count of ch minus a. Okay, because we have to store its index. Okay, plus plus. So we will increment the count. Okay, now what we have the frequency of each character of the magazine in our count array. Okay, now what we will do, we will iterate for the second for ch a as character ch in ransom not ransom node. What we will do, we will check if count of ch minus a is equals to 0, then what we will do, we will return false. Okay, else we have to decrement for each encounter, we will decrement the frequency of that character. Okay, then if nothing, then we will return true. Let's run this. So it is accepted. Now let's submit and try. So it is accepted. So for the time and space complexity, as we are using constant space of 26 to store 26 character, space complexity is constant capital O1, and for time complexity we are iterating the ransom note string for the one time. So if its length is n, okay, so we can say that its time complexity is capital O of n, linear time complexity. Okay, so thank you for watching.